One of the biggest mergers in the luxury business industry. LVMH want to buy Tiffany, and why this could be a 20% chance for you still get on board. Now everything here in this vlog.
Wolf of Dubai.
So first of all, thank you very much for watching here on Wolf of Dubai. I'm your financial YouTuber and fastest growing Middle East stock channel on YouTube. So thank you very much. If you are new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button and even smash absolutely the like button if you like the video. So today we are talking about the biggest merger in the industry of luxury. So there's two protagonists in this story, alright? So first of all, we have LVMH, standing for Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. It's one of the biggest or the biggest luxury giant ever on the stock market, alright? They are based from Paris, and they was founded from Bernard Arnault. He's meanwhile one of the richest persons in the world, having a 44 or 45 share of the company still belonging to him and his family. So very wealthy man. So this man found this company, and he concentrated to buying very big family brands like Dior. He's owning Hublot, Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy. And one of the strongest growth market for this company is actually the jewelry business, right? And here's where it comes to the second protagonist. Tiffany. Tiffany is one of the most luxurious specialists for jewelry, you know, very much known for their engagement rings made out of diamond, because we know the diamond is the girl's best friend. Now let's talk about how they have ties to Hollywood as well. A lot of Hollywood stars are in the advertisement with this brand, and they are very known for their typical turquoise colored bags and corporate color and design. So this merger was just announced on Monday, while you know the stock market is on the highest top since ever. The S&P just fighting with the new record, and this was announced. So the stock of Tiffany went 20% up on the last closing price from last Friday. So actually what happened here, so they offered 120 per share, which is somewhere around $14 billion for the Tiffany company. Now there's a lot of experts saying this is still too less. So this is approximately evaluation for a PE of around 14. Alright, so this means that it's quite a cheap bargain price there if LVMH really gets Tiffany for this price. Now what can happen is very interesting, and we will see what chances we will have just in the next category. Okay, so we saw that 20% up in this potential merger is something that, you know, happens just naturally, because you know there is the stock price, and the company offered a little bit more, 20% in this case, to buy the whole company and all the outstanding shares. So if you're a shareholder of Tiffany, you actually get an offer, and then you know there's, by voting in your portfolio, you can agree or disagree, and so the company gets sold or not. Now most of the time the first offer get rejected, and also this is actually what the market is saying. They are saying $120 per share is a PE value of 14, but the usual or the general or average PE ratio in the luxury business is around 19 to 20, so there's still, you know, gap to a little bit up, and experts saying, you know, like 140 or 160 dollars per share could be possible, and the more realistic price that they both agree on. Now this means the following: If Tiffany will reject the offer, there's two chances. There is 5% chance that LVMH will back out the deal, and the stock price obviously will drop then back or similar, let's say maybe 10%, 15% down, because the company still goes to the back of the value. Now, the second option, and this is what happens actually most of the time, so I would put it on 95% probability, is that LVMH, because you have to understand the following. If a company big like that, they are making huge plans to implement this brand into their group. So they make a lot of calculation, they invest time and money, and then they make the proposal, and then most of the time they try to go a little bit low, we know how negotiation works, so they are trying to give them a little bit of a low ball, and then once the company like Tiffany reject, they go back and they say, let's give a more realistic price. So they will go maybe for 145 per share, which is 20% opportunity in this case. So what does it mean? In a couple of weeks or days or even months, maybe LVMH will give the new offer, and then you have, or in my opinion, you have a 95% to make 20% on the stock, on these prices, if we are staying around now on the new offer price 120, and they renegotiate and say 145, for example. This is a 20% up. So this 20% is really easy money if it comes to a merger, and it fits everywhere. It's the same industry, it's a growing market for LVMH. It's a good time also for Tiffany, because with the turmoil and the let's say the uncertainty in the market, the luxury business is quite interesting to sell right now, and that's why I think their probability is really high that it's getting sold. So let's go into one more detail, and this is contract negotiations, which is can take a couple of times. So don't expect to make this in a couple of days. This can take maybe some months or even years to go to a merger, so put something from your portfolio that you don't need for at least a year, and put it into the deal if you are thinking like me this is something potential. And make sure to subscribe, of course, because I'm looking forward to build a huge community, to build this value and share it with all of you guys out there. Check also about my other videos. I make at least 2 more videos about LVMH if you're interested in the company. It's a very stable, interesting investment for your portfolio and the luxury business. As Steve Jobs once said, he don't know if in 100 years the people will use iPhones, but he's really sure that people will buy LVMH bags.